so, and she said, man, I tell you what. Of course, the one she had, Jeff had it in the back of his truck and gonna throw it away, and I got it. We've been used that for 3 or 4 years, and she has. She's not hard to please. That's good.
I went online to a place called highbid.com. You ever been on there, Jeff? Highbid.com.
Mm-hmm.
So they were doing an auction for Exo Stage, and they had a bunch of workbenches in there, so electronics workbenches. And I bought 4 of them, and I bid on and bought 4 of them. And you know, I'm arranging to go pick them up or whatever, and they come and cancel.
Here we go, boys.
Lawrence County depends on WDXE News, on the air since 1951. This is The Legend. 105.3, 95.3, WDXE.
And it is time for the Quik Mart Hour, and Keith is in the house. Kevin's on vacation,
yeah,
and
Lonnie
Lonnie Box is sitting in, at least for a short time.
Okay, if I'm gonna take Kevin's place, I gotta.
Yeah, you got to learn it. You can do it when I touch you.
Careful, careful. You're going to get us caught.
I'll jab him every time.
You're going to get us all killed if you do that. Oh my goodness.
So, it is the Quik Mart Hour, and have you been to Quik Mart this week?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I went and got gas from Quik Mart beside the Tractor Supply yesterday.
Hey, I went to why, yes, I've been there myself.
Why, yes.
I've been there myself.
But all good, man.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm glad Quik Mart is sponsoring this hour. And if you hadn't been to Quik Mart yet for breakfast, you'll find fresh breakfast biscuits there right now, and everything to drink. Fresh coffee to go with it too. That's good too.
But you know, I'm kind of aggravated with myself.
Okay.
I've messed around and let somebody else drive the vehicle and go to Quik Mart and fill up, and forgot to give them my rewards card.
Oh.
And I went from platinum back down to gold.
Oh.
Oh heck.
Well, it don't take long to get back.
Well, I hope so.
And just climb the ladder.
I like it, platinum.
Yeah. Premium fuel will get you there pretty quick if you buy premium. I like premium. And I use my discount for premium.
And I told my son yesterday, I said, tell you what we're getting ready to start doing for our the weed eaters and the lawnmowers and all that. We're going to start getting the non-ethanol.
Yeah, that 100% gasoline is what you need. Absolutely.
Huh.
And, well, especially if you got an older, how old's your weed eater?
2 or 3 years old.
Okay, well some of the newer ones are made for, you know, the ethanol type gas won't deteriorate the lines. But you know, if you got an older model in the early 2000s or so, before all that ethanol was mandated, you probably need to use 100% gasoline. Otherwise, it starts deteriorating the fuel lines and things like that. It can clog up your carburetor.
Yeah, it can mess your carburetor up.
Yeah. So you want 100% fuel, and you can burn 100% fuel in your car if you want to.
I know a gentleman, I ain't going to mention his name, but his initials are Mean Joe. That's all he puts.
That's all he puts in regular. But that used to be the old regular, you know. You regular.
Regular, leaded.
Yeah, give me the leaded.
I can remember when it was regular and high test.
Yeah.
Yep. The high test.
Yep.
Well, now it's unleaded and
premium,
mid-grade and premium.
Premium fuels.
But, yeah.
And you deserve it. And you deserve it.
You deserve a tank of premium fuel.
You deserve a tank of premium fuel.
Every once in a while, if your car gets to running a little sluggish, or your vehicle, and if you'll fill it up with the premium, it does.
Does that help?
It does help.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm convinced my truck runs better on premium. I don't know that. I don't have a dyno or anything to put it on.
You got more.
You know, I listen to my truck run.
You got a higher octane. That makes a big difference.
Yeah,
there you go. There you go.
It does.
Okay, fellas.
The Quik Mart Hour.
Go fill in.
Have you got to go?
So, are you going to go vote? Are you voting or what?
Vote for what?
Oh, I thought you were in the conclave. Are you voting for
they asked me to go, but Charlotte said that she couldn't really didn't know how long it was going to take to do it. Of course, you know, there was black smoke come out of the Vatican yesterday, so they didn't.
Was that yesterday or this morning?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Okay.
And so, but she said that she just didn't think she could do without me that long, and so.
Okay. Well, we know that your job here is worth way more than electing a new pope. My goodness, Lonnie.
Are they called cardinals? That are.
I think that's right.
Is that right? I'm not.
Bishops or cardinals? I think are cardinals. I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out if I call you Cardinal Box or Bishop Box.
I'm waiting for them to elect a redneck pope.
And they could.
Hey y'all, this is Pope Billy Bob. How y'all doing?
That ain't right.
There did
Did
the
he
last
get-
two, did Pope John speak English?
I think so, yeah.
And this last one was what, Pope Benedict, maybe?
I don't remember.
Can't remember.
Anyway, he was Portuguese, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Did either one of y'all see the movie Conclave?
no. Is it anything about what we're talking about?
It's all about what we're talking about.
Oh, it is.
I may have seen it.
But I mean, it came out before this. The movie Conclave has been out for a while.
I see so many movies, half the time I can't, somebody will come through, what are you watching? Well, I don't know, it's a movie. Watch none of it, I don't remember, but
Well,
it's good.
I hadn't watched it until very recently, and I decided to watch it. And not being Catholic and not really familiar with it, was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting. A good movie to be entertained by, I guess.
Well, speaking of good entertainment, I read yesterday that Netflix is making a remake of Little House on the Prairie.
Really?
I mean, how they doing that? With the older folks? Or
No,
what?
they got new people that's going to
Just going to redo
You
it.
just can't redo that.
Yes,
That's
you
just
can.
no, you can't.
Yes, you can.
It's like having the Waltons. Somebody sit in for the Waltons. This just doesn't work.
Yeah, that'd be like trying to remake the Cartwrights too.
Now,
Well, you know-
Bonanza.
Keith is like my oldest daughter said my mama was. Said there was three people that could do no wrong in this world. Jesus Christ, Jimmy Swaggart, and Michael Landon. And they're not necessarily in that order.
Well, I mean, if you're going to remake it, why don't you remake a show like it and just call it something else and let Little House on the Prairie be Little House on the Prairie and let this be Little House in the Woods or something, you know?
Well, they're
Well, you know,
counting.
there was so many of those books. You know, it started out Little House in the Big Woods was the
Well-
first book that Laura Ingalls Wilder wrote, and then it went on where they moved to the prairie, and it was Little House in the Prairie, and then there was a
That's
bunch of
where it
those
stuck,
books.
huh?
So
Wow.
you know, they may start out with Little House in the Big
Have you
Woods.
read those?
Yeah. When I was in grade school, we read.
I did not.
I did not either.
Did not read
I just
those.
watched the TV show,
Yeah.
and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to watch it.
There's a lot of, I mean, there's if you got Pluto TV, there's like a classic channel that has Little House on the Prairie on it. You can watch it all day.
Yep.
So,
I watched enough of it when I was growing up. Mama couldn't miss Little House on the Prairie or Highway to Heaven because it had Michael
Michael
Landon.
Landon in it.
Yeah.
So I watched the Love Boat channel and,
The Love Boat channel. They have a channel.
yeah.
Is it nothing but the Love Boat
That's
shows?
right.
You're kidding.
Yeah,
one of my
and
favorites.
there's an Andy Griffith channel. There's nothing but Andy Griffith, so you watch Andy Griffith.
Yeah,
I'd
I
like-
watched
I'll
some
tell
Andy
you one.
Griffith yesterday.
I tell you one I would like to see it. They make a channel of.
What is that?
You remember the old Love American Style?
No.
Come on Friday night.
Oh, I do. I remember that.
That's where Happy Days started at, was on Love American Style.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Box is full of interesting facts here.
He's lived a full life, and
Yeah.
I like to have him just to hear what he's got to say. I mean, I can sit in a room with him all day.
Well, you know, and then there was a guy I worked with at Target. He told me one time, he said, you know, everything you tell me, I Google it to see if you're lying to me or not.
He's making stuff up.
So they had
No, I'm
Google
not
when you worked
making
at
that
Target?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where I was working at when I come to work at WDXE.
How long you been working here?
Started in 2016.
Wow. I thought you'd been here like 40 years.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
He's been in radio before, though.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he has an extensive radio background.
That's what I thought.
I'm one of the few people that's worked at, they've been 5 radio stations in Lawrence County, and I've worked at 4 of them.
4 of the 5.
Yep.
You didn't work at WJOR?
Yes,
You did?
yes.
Okay.
10 years.
I was trying to guess.
I can't remember what was it called, the one that it was there
Off the square?
off the square.
It moved
Yeah.
to Pulaski. The callers moved to Pulaski, didn't
I don't know.
it? WKSR?
No, the
That's
KSR has
in-
been there for years.
Yeah, they've been around for a long time. I don't remember that. That was when Jackie started many, many years ago,
Many,
before
many
before
years
he came to DXE.
WKRP, was it?
I think it was him and Mike Harris started that, and then of course they moved on to WDXE.
Uh-oh, somebody
Somebody
knows.
knows it.
Chime in with us here this morning. Hey, good morning. How are you? CMG, that's right.
WCMG, what was it?
CMG. Thank you, man. CMG, that's right. I need to put that.
I don't think I remember, and that was in a little building right when you cross railroad tracks,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I think I do remember that.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Well, listen, fellas, I got to go further.
Lonnie, thanks for being here with us.
Thank you for letting me hang out for a minute.
Well, thank you for thanking me.
You know, I've got more class than Kevin has.
A lot of people are saying that.
Well, close the door behind you on the way out.
There you go.
I guess will Big John be coming in? You think?
Yeah, John will drop in here in a little while.
That's all right. Well, good deal. Hey, you weighed in this morning.
I weighed in, and I was 236 last week. I've gained a few ounces. I'm 237 this week. So I thought I did pretty good.
Well, I was 314 and I'm 313 today.
Good. You're going the right way.
So I went down. I was hoping to do more than that, but I'll take it.
I think it's my shoes. What shoes did I have on last week?
I don't know.
I'll have to go back and look.
Wearing your Brogans?
Well, I'm wearing my tennis shoes today. So.
All right. Well, I'm headed down, really. So I'm working on it.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Working on it.
Well, and your back being hurt don't help out.
Gosh almighty, that was awful. I don't know. It was a terrible.
So, let me ask you a question. Have you got your real ID yet? Do you have a star on your driver's license?
I do not have my real ID yet.
How does that affect you?
I don't know. Well, it hadn't affected me because I hadn't had to get on a plane.
Yeah, and that's really the only thing it affects, right? Is having to get on an airplane.
Yeah, getting on an airplane. So I guess I'll get it, but is it too late to get it?
No, you can get them.
You can get it anytime.
Anytime, yeah. Absolutely.
Anytime. Okay.
There was a lot of things. Oh, you got to get it before this date. Well, yeah, if you're going to fly on that date, you got to get it. But no, you can get it.
I didn't have any extensive travel plans, so.
Well, I'm flying to D.C. next week. I don't have it on mine.
You better. So what are you going to do?
I've got a passport.
Okay.
Yeah,
See, yeah, you don't have to have it if you have a passport.
Yeah. So there's a lot of folks in the world, United States, that don't even have a driver's license. So they can't have a star. So you got to have some other form of ID.
You got to have some other form.
So they allow the passport to be that form of ID. So
and then someone asked a question: what about minors who don't drive yet, don't have a driver's license?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I didn't think about that. I'm not sure. I guess they have some other type of ID. And then I read yesterday on the internet. Yesterday was the drop dead date to fly with that. You got to have the star to fly.
Yeah.
If you're using your driver's license as your ID. But you don't have to use your driver's license as your ID.
All right, very, very good.
But Secretary Holman said, yeah, we're going to be a little bit lenient on that. So there's like an extra step you got to go through if you don't have the star on your card. So don't panic.
Don't panic.
Yeah.
Don't panic.
And not getting on the airplane is not the worst thing in the world. You can Uber anywhere these days.
Well, that's true.
If you're going to Florida, I don't recommend Ubering to Florida. That's probably expensive.
That would be expensive. Just hire a buddy to drive you.
Yeah, hire a buddy. That's exactly right. Drop you off.
I like driving though.
I do too.
I enjoy driving.
I sort of like when I drive from here to Florida, I break it up into 2 days now. I can't drive a long ways without getting tired for whatever reason. And so we may drive from here to Trussville. Or not Trussville. May here to what's the name of the place south?
What part of Florida are you going to though?
Like Panama City. Okay. We'll drive from here to Prattville and then.
Well, now that's a one-day drive to me.
What, Prattville? Oh, Panama City.
Panama City.
Yeah, it was for me too. But there was a time when, I'm driving back, and I knew I was tired. You ever drive and you're tired?
Oh yeah.
And I knew I was tired, and I was thinking about, man, I'm gonna pull over at the next place and go get me a Mountain Dew or something, And I guess I was dreaming that, because next thing I knew, I was off the road. I got my family in the car, and I'm sitting there thinking, a hotel room is not a lot of money compared to having your family in the car.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't recommend driving when you're that sleepy.
Yeah, well, I don't, I start off fine, but, everybody in my car has got headphones on, and they're listening to, they're watching their own movies or listening to their own music or whatever, and it's like quiet for me.
Yeah.
And I'm driving down the road, and it's almost like a trance, And I start off every time thinking.
Well, let me give you the cure for that.
Okay, what's the cure?
Get everybody off of their devices, and it makes them mad, and then you argue for miles.
You swing your arms in the back seat.
And that'll keep you awake.
Yeah, that's what kept my dad awake.
You can argue with people for miles on miles.
I hadn't even thought about that.
See, that's the way you fix it.
So that's a good idea. I did have the Korean music on one time for miles and miles. My wife, I was like, "What are you playing?" So
Teresa doesn't like noise. I like the radio up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm listening to music on the radio, I want it fairly loud. If I'm listening to talk radio, you know, at least conversation loud.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But now, I don't listen to music that much. I usually listen to talk radio or listen to a book or something like that.
Yeah.
And, but that drives Teresa crazy. She'd rather have it off.
Yeah, see, I got to have something on, but I don't listen at that level. I listen to my car. I can, you know, you got your hands on the steering wheel, you can feel your wheels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So especially if I got people driving with me, I listen to the car.
You're a conscientious driver.
I try to be, and I drive way in front of me. Unlike my daughter, I try to teach my daughter to drive way in front of her. I'm like, do you see the speed limit? No. Well, the sign is out there. And you know, you got to know what speed limit you're coming into, or stuff
that's
like
one of the
that.
things I taught May about driving too. Is when you're on the road, you know, you can in your peripheral vision you can see right what's in front of you, but be watching way out.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes way out there, straight ahead, because that gives you time to react to something.
That's right.
You know, as much as you can, you're looking out, far out.
Well, you know, I even drive down the roads here, like going down Springer Road. People rely on their brakes way too much because, you know, you see people coming like up through 4th Street, 5th Street, those streets right there, and they get towards Springer Road, and it's like, are they going to stop? And at the last second, they do stop, and I'm like, goodness, they've got to be wearing their brakes out doing that. Of course, I'm turning into an old man driver. Put on your brakes.
Yeah, we've gotten to the age where we're old men drivers.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
My dad would, you know, I'm trying to speed through town, and my dad was just slow, and he would always beat me there. He'd go the back way or something, you know. And
he does what I do.
What's that?
I'm so familiar with Lawrenceburg driving that I take what I call the pig paths.
Yeah.
I take the pig trails
Yeah.
through town, and I can wiggle through town without hitting the main roads and be there faster than most.
Yeah. Spencer gets on to me all the time. He goes, you know, I carry him to school every morning, and we live off Springer Road, and he goes to Kaufman. And he's like, why don't you go down Douglas Drive and get on Springer Road? I was like, because traffic is typically backed up on Springer Road. It's a hard road in the morning to get out on.
Yeah.
So I go around to Weekly Creek and come to the light where I've got a sure left turn, you know.
Yeah.
I've got a guaranteed left turn. Whereas if you're sitting there
point.
trying to turn, it's tough.
Yeah.
Sometimes you make it.
If you want to turn left from the east side of the road on Springer, during traffic time, you're going to wait.
It's tough. When I was mayor, Springer Road was the most heavily used city-owned road. You know,
probably still is.
I would say so. North Military is
that's a heavy.
Probably a close second there, but and then Mart Avenue would probably be. Well, Mart has slowed down a little bit, but you know, Buffalo Road's a state road. West Point Road's a state road, and well, now I take that back. Now going through the middle of town, the old Highway 64 in front of the courthouse is a city road now. It's not a state road anymore. So I guess that would fall into.
In front of the courthouse is a city road?
Yeah, so back when they built the bypass, the state left the road, and so from Crockett School to New Prospect outlet out there is.
That's interesting to know.
It's all county owned, city owned.
Because I was told recently that in order to do some work on that road, and where you're telling me, they had to get permission from the state to do
Okay, so
it.
the section between Buffalo Road and West Point Road is state road because that's State Route 242. State Route 242 is Buffalo Road, and it goes
Buffalo to no, I'm talking about in front of the courthouse in that area right there.
It is not. That's a city-owned road.
City-owned road.
That's correct.
So they could work on that without having to have state permission.
That is correct.
Well,
But
that's interesting to know.
If you're in between Buffalo Road and West Point Road, that is state road, though, going in front of Crockett Park.
Okay.
Just that little section of it, because 242 takes that little jag and goes down West Point Road.
That's interesting to know.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Unless they've changed it. I begged them to change it, but they haven't changed it back, so.
Oh.
Otherwise, they would have paved it. So it's up to the city to pave it now.
Interesting stuff.
And that was my argument, is like, well, the first time the city's got to pay that, it blows like 10 years of paving budget, you know, to pave a 4-lane road from end to end. It's a lot of money.
Well, as we get close, I'm changing the subject just a hair, but as we get closer to the weekend, you got big weekend plans?
So I don't have any weekend plans this weekend. I'm working in the yard. I pulled 14 big bushes out of the yard. Steve came over with his tractor the other day, and we pulled up 14 big bushes.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm working in the yard. I got
redoing your landscaping a little bit. I guess.
Yeah. We've been there 17 years. It's hard to believe we've been living there 17 years.
Yeah.
And It's just, it's nice when it's small, but it got too big. It grew to a point where the bushes were so close together that the back half of one bush and the front half of the other bush were dead because they didn't get any sunlight. Yeah.
Yeah, at some point you got to do that. You don't have Facebook, but I'll have a memory pop up. I had one new this morning. It popped up a picture and it said 10 years ago. And I was like, you're kidding. That's not 10 years ago.
That's
10 years ago?
Yeah.
Golly dog.
That's
okay.
But I'll be going to Washington, D.C. next week, so I'm going to sort of take it easy this weekend and we'll head to D.C. next week.
Yeah.
So I won't be here next Thursday.
You won't be here next Thursday?
No.
Well, we'll do something.
So you can, I'll leave an extra $25 gift card for you guys to give away.
Yeah.
And
that's true. We're going to do that today.
Yeah, we got to do that today. So we need some qualifiers.
I guess we do. We're going to need qualifiers for the gift card, the $25 gift card.
And I have it with me, Jeff. Check it out. And I've got the extra one for next week with me too.
All right. Are you going to write them down?
Yeah, I'll write them down.
Have you got a pencil or pen?
Yeah, I've got pencil or pen over here. And we got a few things to talk about today. So if you're interested in getting a $25 gift card from Quik Mart convenience stores, listen, you can buy anything inside the store. This spends just like cash inside the store. Or what I recommend is use this $25 gift card to get you some premium fuel for your car. Premium Shell fuel.
Absolutely. Well, let's get our first one. They're fixing to start rolling in. And good morning. Who do you want to put down?
Gloria is number one today.
Gloria Keener, you're number one. Thank you. Hey, good morning. How are you? Hello, good morning. How are you?
Hello?
Yes, what name? Willard Chapman. We got you. And good morning. How are you? Yes. Who do you want to put down? Michael Garvin.
She's got an old landline telephone sound.
I think so. Got a hum in the line there.
That's all right. That brings back memories.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Sarah
Smith. All right, we got you, Sarah. Thank you.
All right, we're on number 5. Who's number 5?
And good morning. How are you? Good. Tony Dick. We got you, Tony. All right, and the phone continues to ring, 766-9393.
I figured out who Byron Mellon was.
You did?
Yes, I did. That's somebody I know quite well.
Okay,
so,
all right. Well, good.
He called in last week.
All right, let's see if we get another caller in here. And good morning. Who have we got here? Vicky Garner. We got you, Vicky. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Vicky.
And good morning. How are you? Good. What name, please? Kendra.
There's Kendra.
Thank you, Kendra. Bye-bye. And the phone ringing. One ringy ding.
We need 5 more qualifiers.
Yes, we do. We got them coming in, I think.
That's the nice thing about it.
And good morning. How are you? John, how are you, bud? We got you, John. Thank you. And good morning. How are you? Jeanette, how are you? We got you qualified. Thank you, Jeanette.
She's recovering.
Yeah, well, good deal. Good deal. That
Good. I need 3 more qualifiers.
Need 3 more, and they're coming. They're coming. And good morning. Who we got here? Kathy James?
I just about put on Jesse James. Is what
Kathy James. All right, Miss Kathy. Thank you. We got to get 2 more, right? 2 more.
Yeah, 2 more qualifiers.
And good morning. Who we got here? Tim Smith.
Got it.
All right. And 1 more qualifier. 1 more qualifier. We can do it. Had to turn the cough button on there.
I like that.
Let's see. And good morning. Who we got here? Sue, we got you. All right. That's our final qualifier, and the phone's ringing even more.
But we may have to get a 20-sided dice.
We may have to do more, but we've got our qualifiers, all 12. And we'll figure out how we're going to do that here in just a bit.
Yeah, we will. We're going to have some fun today. Trivia is not too fun with just one person. I like to pick on Kevin a lot, and John. I like to pick on John too.
Yeah, maybe John will show up here in a minute.
I don't know where he's at.
But what you got? What you got going?
So I got a couple of top 10 lists. It's vacation time.
Oh
all
boy,
right? It's vacation time, and where's your favorite place to go on vacation?
well, I'm a bad one to ask that.
Oh,
because-
really? Do you prefer mountains or the beach?
Well, I'm just not.
in
We
between?
don't take a lot of vacations. Haven't taken a lot of vacations,
Really?
so I don't really have a favorite. But I guess as far as us, we've been a few times to the beach, either Panama City area or Destin, or we've been to Fort Walton a time
Yeah.
or two. It's all the Gulf Coast beach.
Yeah.
So we like that all right, but we also go over to the mountains, like all of us do around here. So
Yeah.
it's either or in my case.
Well, there's a list according to U.S. News. There's a list of they've ranked the number, I guess, the top 30 vacation spots in
Yes.
the United States.
Okay, top
And
30 vacations.
Top 30, and I'm only
See, I can't
looking.
even think of 30 places to go. So.
Oh yeah, you will. But I'm only looking for 10. Can you think of the top 10?
Well, let's see.
I'm gonna quiz you on the top 10.
The
here.
top 10, of course. I would imagine that Disney's on the list.
Disney is not on the list. Can you believe that?
Not on the list at all?
And that's just.
But let's say
And neither is Orlando. You'd think that you'd
You'd
at
think
least give
that.
Orlando the credit.
Well, I guess any beach. There's beaches.
No, there's no. I don't have any beaches per se.
There's no beaches.
No, let me give you I'll give you number 8.
All right.
Zion National Park is.
Zion National. Well,
Yeah.
In that arena, then I
Yeah.
would say that Yellowstone is up there.
Okay, Yellowstone is number 2.
Yellowstone.
So there's something that's better than Yellowstone as far as the rankings go. And so there's some cities on here.
I was going to say, is New York City a
New
trip?
York City is on there, and New York City. Let me see if I can find
New
it
York
here.
City would be a fun, vacation.
Yeah,
trip.
you know what? If we're going to plan something together, let's do that. Would you take your family to New York?
Well, I would go.
You don't think Teresa and the kids would go?
Well, Teresa might not. She's not a traveler.
Does she like pizza?
Well, yeah, who doesn't like pizza?
That overcomes any travel fears.
Yeah, I got you.
Let me find out where New York is actually not in the top 10. It's number 17.
Number 17. I wouldn't
Yeah.
have thought it'd be in the top 10 anyway.
No.
But top 10. What? The number 1? Have we said it yet?
No, you said Yellowstone, and it was number 2.
Number 2. So number 1.
A lot of them are national parks, though.
Really?
Yeah, they are.
What about Niagara Falls? Is it on there?
No, it's not even on the top 30. I guess that's just if you're getting
What
married.
about Alaska?
Alaska is not even on the list. And
Hawaii?
there's a couple places in Hawaii on the list. I'm going to give you that. Number 6 is Honolulu is number 6. Now, I've never been to Hawaii. Have you been to Hawaii?
I have not.
So I haven't either. I don't know that I would probably
It's
rather.
too far to swim.
You think?
It's too far to
It's
swim.
too far to build a road.
Ain't
So
and there's no road over there.
it's exactly right. I'm saying, yeah, it's way too far to swim.
Way too far.
So if I go to an island like that, I'm going to Bora Bora. That's one of my bucket list.
Now,
things.
why Bora Bora?
It's just, I don't know. I've never seen it on anything other than TV and internet, and it's just beautiful.
Oh, okay.
So I can only imagine.
Where is Bora Bora? I don't even know where that is.
It's down in.
Is it in the Bahama areas?
No, it's in Polynesian islands out there, and
Oh, okay.
sort of near Tahiti down that way. It's further south than Hawaii. Towards, if you were to go from
Oh, yeah.
Hawaii to Australia, you'd pass it on the way.
I haven't heard good things about Tahiti.
What? Like what?
Is it Tahiti or was it another place?
No, it's Haiti.
Haiti. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Haiti's in a mess, they say.
Yeah, they're in a mess, and they're close to us.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So you got any other guesses what it might be?
On the very top of the list,
Yeah.
Washington D.C.
Washington, D.C. is actually on the list. It's number 14, though. But it's way up on my list because everything there is, well,
Now that's a trip I would like to go on.
yeah, you need to go on it. It's if you go to Washington, D.C., if anybody's listening, you're planning a trip to Washington, D.C., I'm going next week. But if you say, okay, what's some things I got to do when I go to Washington, D.C., obviously, the mall is up and down both sides of the mall, you have the Smithsonian Institute.
Right.
And different sections of the Smithsonian. But I would recommend, first off, you've got to go to Arlington National Cemetery and see the changing of the guard.
Yeah.
That will make you proud to be an American.
Yeah, I've seen it on video, but I'd love to see it live.
It's the most unreal. And read up on it before you go so you understand how many steps they're taking and how many seconds they're waiting and all this kind of stuff. And the type of, John, that microphone might be too high for you.
It's attacking me.
Well, we're doing top 10 list, John.
All right.
And we're doing top 10 list on vacation destinations in the United States.
And so far, I haven't guessed the number one vacation
We've
spot.
got, so far, he's guessed Yellowstone, Honolulu, Zion, I gave you Zion National Park,
Right.
Washington, D.C., and New York City. John, do you have any clue?
I know where this is. It just hit me.
What was that?
It just hit me what the number one vacation spot is.
What is it? Wait, I thought it hit you.
Well, I will see if John knows.
Okay.
Out of all those,
Yeah.
Yellowstone.
No, not out of those. Those are the ones that have been picked. I got a
see.
top 30 list right here.
So
We're
I
just trying
haven't
to pick out the top 10.
I haven't guessed the top spot, the number one spot.
You got 7 left on the top 10, as a matter of fact.
But I'm Gatlinburg and the Smoky Mountains.
I think that's right.
Now,
The
look,
Smoky
now
Mountains
listen.
and Dollywood, all that. They're the number one spot.
Okay, it's the number one as far as tourists, and I don't understand this list because I'm with you. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park
Yeah.
is the most visited national park in America.
Yes.
And it's not on the list. It's not in the top 30. So,
Well, what's wrong
So
with that list?
I'm telling you, it's skewed, obviously. But it's got places I'd like to go. John, you got any guesses?
So we still haven't guessed according to their list the number
No,
one.
that's right.
The number one destination.
Disneyland's not number one.
No, Disney, and it's not in Disneyland or Disney World is not on the list.
They got a messed up list.
They
they
do, I'm
do.
sure.
They have a messed up list.
Do y'all need some help with it?
Well, obviously we do. Hang
All right.
on.
Okay.
Somebody may call and know.
Yeah, somebody might know.
Hey, let's see. Do you know? Can you help us?
Grand Canyon is number 4.
The Grand Canyon's number 4.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you ever been to the Grand Canyon? I have. It's
I
awesome.
have not. Thank you.
So let me tell you about my trip to the Grand Canyon. So we go out there and they've got this thing called the Skywalk, and it's got a glass bottom in it. And when you walk out there, you're looking a mile under your feet.
Yeah.
Straight down.
Yeah.
And they've got people that get out there and panic, and they've got these folks that they'll come and blindfold you and drag you off there. If if you get out there and just panic,
Yeah.
But the perspective is different because when you look down, it doesn't look bad at all because when you look out, it's probably 3 or 4 miles wide and only 1 mile deep.
Yeah.
But here's what got me is that there's no fence around the place. You can just walk off the edge of the Grand Canyon and die. And obviously you can't put a fence around the Grand
I bet
Canyon.
that's happened before.
And there were people, there was like this big flat rock and it drops a mile straight off and they're leaning halfway over the edge with a selfie stick trying to get a picture leaning over the edge of the Grand Canyon. And there's people that die doing that. And I told Amy, I'm gonna go put my legs off of it. So I went to the edge and somewhere there's a picture of me with my legs over the edge of the Grand Canyon and I'm just sitting on the edge of the Grand Canyon. And it's a mile straight down. Think about sitting on top of the Empire State Building 4 times over and putting your legs on the edge and looking over.
Yeah, I would love to see it. I've not seen it.
You don't think your rear end can hold on to flat rock?
I've got another guess on the number one
Okay.
destination or vacation spot.
Okay.
I'm going to say Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is on the list, but believe it or not, Las Vegas is number 28.
Really?
Yeah.
My Grand Canyon experience is this.
Okay, I gotta hear this.
We flew to Las Vegas, rented a car, and was driving to California via the Grand Canyon.
Oh, but you had to go one way and then go back?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We ran out of gas at the Grand Canyon at 10:30 at night.
At 10:30 at night.
10:30 at night. Ran out of gas. So there's this big lodge. I walk into this lodge, there was 4 of us, and I go, I'd like to get a room for 4 people, or whatever, 2 beds. And the guy goes, yeah, okay, next year you can. And I said, we're out of gas, and the gas station's closed, and we're out in the middle of nowhere. We went on the primitive side of the Grand Canyon. So I said, well, I'm sleeping in the car. I don't have any choice. He said, you can't do that in a national park in a car. And I go, I don't have any choice. And we slept in a Ford Taurus all night long.
No, Lord.
Reckon how many people he's heard walk in the door give him the "I'm out of gas."
We can still see the motel on the side of the road that we didn't stop at. We kept on going, and I'll say this: I wasn't 100% out of gas, but I knew I couldn't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
And so we slept there, and we woke up, and we got to see sunrise at the Grand Canyon, which is the big deal.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So that was my.
So how did you get gas? How did that end up?
Well, there was a gas station a mile up the road, but it was closed when we came by.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay. And you knew you didn't have enough to go anywhere else.
Well, we weren't gonna get stranded on the side of the road, and I mean, I'm talking.
Well, that's a good segue into Quik Mart, you know, who's our sponsor here, because even if the store's closed, the pumps are open.
That was back in the days when they wouldn't know.
No, you had to flip the lever, you know, pay first and flip the lever.
And we had no cell phone, we had nothing. My wife wasn't, or it was my girlfriend at the time, she was not happy.
I bet.
And I was trying to act like a big bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
It's a wonder she stayed with you.
What kind of vehicle did you have?
Ford Taurus.
Oh, that's right, you told me that.
We rented a Ford Taurus.
I saw the Roadmaster yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, so that's neat.
All right. Well, good deal.
So
It'd been nice to have it on the Grand Canyon trip.
absolutely.
Yes, it
All
would've.
the windows down. That's what I like. All right, so you guys are struggling on this list.
We're struggling. I can't believe we haven't guessed.
I'm gonna give you the top 10.
number
If you've
one
been to
spot.
any of these places and ran out of gas, John, I want you to know.
That's the only place I've ever been.
Glacier National Park. Have you ever been there?
Been
Have you
once.
been there?
I sure have.
So, I bet you went on a motorbike.
I
didn't
did.
you? Okay.
So that's the number one.
According to them, yes. I've never been there.
It's not far from Yellowstone. I mean, it's,
No, you're
it's all,
right.
It's all.
Yellowstone was number 2. Maui.
Been to Maui.
Have you been to Maui? John is like a well-traveled guy.
I didn't get married till I was 40, so I had
Well, what does
options.
that have to do with
I
it?
could do anything I wanted to do.
Oh, okay. So you go to Maui.
There you go.
But I wanted a trip with Chevrolet.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
So you go to Maui. The Grand Canyon was number 4. Yosemite is the next one, and that I'd like to go there. There's some iconic paintings of Yosemite that I'd like to see. Isn't the what's the name of that?
I know. I can't think of it.
I can't think of them.
Which one? Where did Yogi Bear live?
He lived in Yosemite.
Yeah.
I think. Is it it ain't the Matterhorn? No, that's over somewhere else.
I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, it's got a name though.
The Dales.
Yeah, Honolulu was number 6. Grand Teton
Been there.
National Park. Have you been to Grand Teton, John?
On the other side. Glacier National Park, Grand Teton, the same thing.
No, are they?
They're right there.
They're right there together.
Oh. Okay.
And then Zion National Park, you been there?
No,
All right, what about Kauai?
Where is Zion National Park?
I don't know, but I saw a.
California. I
Is it
think.
California?
I saw a show on it, and it's beautiful.
Is that where the redwoods are, or the?
Oh, I don't know.
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's Redwood Forest.
Yeah, I don't.
Redwood Forest.
Zion. I think Zion.
Somebody's been there. Certainly, a listener's been to Zion National Park. Kauai, Hawaii was the next one. Lake Tahoe rounded out the number 10.
I started to say Lake Tahoe.
And I've been to Tahoe.
Zion's in Utah.
Yeah,
Utah. That's where the Flying Elvis
it
is
was in
from.
Utah. So there was a lot of them I would have given you. Olympic National Park, Moab, Utah was on the list. I mean, who would go to Moab?
A lot of folks go out there and Jeep ride.
Is that where what's that summer fest goes on that they drive all them crazy vehicles?
No, that's where me and you're going this
Yeah,
summer.
What's it called?
Burning Man.
Burning Man.
Y'all going to go to Burning Man?
We should take Jeff's car.
Yeah, if you
We
let us
could
borrow,
take my car to Burning
if we
Man.
could borrow the Roadmaster, we'll go. That would be awesome. And
I
just
hope
camp
that
out.
I hope that Roadmaster's sold before then.
I hope we don't have a birthday.
Anyway, there's the list. Destin, Florida, which is the only other place on the list that I've been, is number 25. So,
Yeah, I don't think I've been to any of those on
Yeah.
the list except Destin.
all right. So this is going to test your geographical knowledge.
Oh Lord, I'm not good at that.
Global geographical knowledge.
I'm not good at that at all.
So you know that you had to have the star on your driver's license. If you use your driver's license as your primary ID to get on the plane, you have to have the star on it now.
That's what they say.
So, but where are according to the State Department, where are the places you cannot fly as an American? You cannot. There's places in the world that you cannot go. So they have do not travel warnings up there.
If they got a warning, I don't want to go anyway.
Well, you wouldn't believe some of these places. you probably would.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking to go anywhere like that anyway. But let's say Afghanistan.
Afghanistan is on the list.
Should be number one.
Yeah.
This would be number one.
No, it's not number one. You know, there are a lot of Middle East countries on here, though. Afghanistan is number one.
I would say Iran.
Iran is on the list. It's
Hey, you wanna go to
way up
Iran?
the list. In fact, it's number
Let's go to Iran.
I got a
number
7-day
4 on my
package.
list. And I'm sure there's people that travel there.
Why?
I don't know. Why not?
There's nothing holy about it, is it? Not like the Holy Land.
I don't know. It's close to the mountains, I think.
And what do we say, Haiti?
Haiti is on the list, believe it or not, and that's close. That's the one closest to us, I guess.
Yeah.
So
So I'm pretty good so
It's
far.
down
I'm 3
to
for 3.
yeah, you're 3 for 3, but I got like 20 on the list.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna name all 20. That takes too much time, and I know them all.
Oh yeah, you show John up. You don't want to do
Africa,
that.
yeah, Africa on there.
Africa, there is one country in Africa on the list. Actually, there's several countries in Africa on the list, but the Central African Republic has a do not travel. On
So
there.
who's telling you not to do this? Our government saying.
Yeah,
don't
this is
travel
the
there?
State Department.
State Department. Is it a law you cannot, or did they just say do not?
So here's what I think, on a do not travel list, you can't get a, on your passport, I don't think they'll issue you an entrance visa there.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know that, but maybe somebody that's more well-traveled knows that. So, any other guesses? You said Iran, Afghanistan, Central Africa, and Haiti.
I don't have any more.
Here's one that surprises me. Iraq is on the list. Did we not spend 20 years liberating Iraq and now we can't go there?
I would have guessed Iraq if I could have thought of it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go there anyway.
So, and Ukraine is on the list. Why would Ukraine be a bad place for
Well,
Americans to travel?
because they're in a war right now with
Yeah, but
Russia.
you can get out of those war-torn zones and travel the countryside.
I still wouldn't want to go.
I'd end up taking the wrong turn. I'd take a left turn on the red
That
light.
left turn. There's a bunch of tanks down this road, John.
And then if you happen to get caught, you'd be called a spy and taken into bondage and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, I'm the
No,
guy
they're
that-
supposed to be a friendly country. You're not spying on your friendly country.
I ran out of gas in Arizona or wherever, Yellowstone, Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon.
Surely I'd run out in Iran.
Oh, yeah. Because they mostly run on diesel over there.
Jeez.
So carry some diesel with you.
I'll tell you another country you don't want to go to.
What's that?
Alabama.
Alabama is on the list.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love my Alabama friends.
Yeah, Alabama's not on.
We go to Alabama all the time.
There's a lot of another African country, Democratic Republic of the Congo, in case you ever wanted to go there.
Yeah, I'm
There's like civil unrest there. You don't want to go there.
You go home tonight, your wife's got this list. I say, let's throw a dart.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know these.
Okay, so North Korea, you can't go over there with.
Oh, that would I should have thought
what
of
was the
that.
guy's name?
Shin Young Ju.
No, what did
Kim
Trump call
Jong
him?
Il,
Yeah, that's him.
Young or whatever he is.
What did Trump call him? Bomber Boy or what was
No,
that?
what was he?
I remember that.
What was that name? Anyway, my memory is horrible.
He did that. He did mock him a little bit.
Yeah, he named him something.
But they ended up meeting.
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, and he's big friends with Rodney. What's his name? Basketball player.
Oh, yeah.
that guy with the guy.
Oh, Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis
not
Rodman.
Rodney. I was thinking Rodney Carey.
Can you imagine Dennis Rodman being over there talking peace with people?
Hey, push that button.
Rocket Man.
That's
Rocket Man
They
is the
called
guy.
him Little Rocket Man.
Little Rocket Man. That's it.
That's what it was.
Yemen is on the travel advisory. Of course, they're trying to. You get the Houthis over there.
The Houthis.
Yeah, and they're bombing all these ships going through the Red Sea, I guess, or whatever that sea is over there. I don't think it's the Red Sea. It might be the Red Sea. Anyway, they're trying to be pirates over there, and
We're really batting 1,000 here.
y'all are. I thought I had something. I can probably move on to something a little bit more easier.
Let's do the easy stuff.
Let me tell you the top 10 here.
All right.
Yemen, South Sudan. You don't go there. There's a lot of civil war there. Syria, can't go there. Lebanon has a travel advisory.
above Mount Juliet, isn't it?
And Belarus, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, they got Iraq and Ukraine, and Venezuela is on the list. So
Is Belarus still a part of Russia?
No, that's,
It's its own thing
yeah,
now.
it's its own,
Okay.
it's like Ukraine, it's its own.
We're meeting a
deal.
lot of people from Belarus at the car lot.
They're driving trucks, aren't they?
That's right, yeah.
So it's pretty
You
neat.
know, I don't know how they got their CDLs, but anyway, they're delivering cars.
Okay, so I've got a list of the 10 best smells.
Ooh,
According to top10.com,
best
10
smells.
best smells that, and I've got the top 10, but I've
We
got
would
a
be
few.
more. We would be more apt to know the 10 worst smells.
I'll take those too. That, I mean, they might not be on the list, but I'll take those too. So, think of things you like to smell of.
Coffee.
Coffee is on the list. It is fresh ground coffee is number 4, and I
Yes.
agree with that. Coffee smells way better than it tastes.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it does have a great
I
aroma.
mean, you have to flavor it up to make it taste good. By itself, it's horrible.
No, it's not. It's good, but
I like coffee.
By itself? Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not there yet.
all right.
So fresh ground coffee is on the list. Way to go, John.
Bananas.
Bananas are not on the list.
Bananas do smell good though.
Yeah.
Dunkin's Market.
Dunkin's Market.
Just walking in.
You could blindfold me and walk me into Dunkin's Market, I'd say,
Yeah.
where you at? I'd say Dunkin's Market.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever noticed the smell.
I've always loved the smell of Dunkin's. I tell you what else I love
What's it
too.
smell like?
It just smells good. I guess bananas and fruit, fresh fruit, bananas. Is a leather store, a leather shop.
Oh yeah, leather does smell good. It's not on the list, but I agree with that.
Leather.
Leather
smells good.
Mm-hmm.
Diesel.
Okay, so I don't know. It's number 8. Fuel is number 8. And
Yeah.
I don't smell fuel. I don't
No,
think
that's
it's a
for
pleasant smell.
People that's, puts you some lighter fluid in a brown bag. And
Hey, don't be doing that on the Quick Mart hour. You can't say that on the Quick Mart hour.
That ain't good.
that's why that's on that list.
You're probably right. You're probably right. And there's something on here that I think that has no smell at all.
What's
And I'm
that?
gonna have to try it. Melted chocolate.
Oh yeah, chocolate smells great.
It does?
Yes.
Okay, so melted chocolate is on the top 10 smell list.
Laundry.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
Yeah, no, laundry's
Fresh,
not on the list.
fresh laundry.
And I like the ones that, I think, there was used to be like a Glade bathroom spray,
Yeah.
and the smell of it was freshly folded laundry.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, Febreze, yeah, all that. Anyway.
Smell of a new car.
Oh, new car smell.
New car smell is not on the top 10, but it's number 23 on the list. I did write new
Okay.
car smell now, because I thought John will say new car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come see me for that.
Yes,
treat.
come see John for the new car smell, and then come fill up at Quick Mart convenience store.
I tell you a smell that I don't like, it may be on the people's that they do like, is mint.
Mint is on the list, but I didn't write it down.
I
did
do
see,
not like the smell of
I
mint.
saw peppermint and spearmint on there,
I
but
figured it'd be the list people like, but I don't like it.
yep. But it's not on the ones I wrote down. It's on the list somewhere.
Is rain on the list?
Rain is on the list, number 7.
Fresh bread,
Fresh bread is
Should be number 1.
number 19.
number 9, really?
Yeah,
Fresh
believe it or
bread.
not. So you got rain and fresh bread. What else? Anything else? You can do it. Come on, guys.
Have we got the number 1 yet?
No, you haven't yet got top 3 yet.
Hadn't even got the top 3.
Yeah. It's close to rain, though.
What?
It's close to rain.
Hang on a second.
All right.
Hey, good morning, how are you? Bacon.
Bacon is on the list. Number 6 is bacon. That's
Atta
why
boy,
at
John.
Quick Mart we fry bacon in the morning. Because when
Bacon.
you walk in, you smell bacon, you instantly get hungry.
And you smell the coffee at Quick Mart.
And you do smell the coffee at Quick
Yeah.
Mart. You sure do. And you know, I just saw in the warehouse yesterday. You know, you think, well, how long has the coffee been made at Quick Mart? Which is a valid question at some stores. But we're getting the bean to cup, which means you can walk up any time and press the button and get a fresh cup of coffee. It grinds it right there on the spot.
Ooh, I'm gonna try that.
So we got a 2 or 3 pallet loads of them things in yesterday. So there'll be more stores getting those here soon.
Good deal. What about roses or flowers?
Flowers was on the list, but it's not on the top 10, believe it or not.
Okay, all right.
All right. You didn't get the one that my hint was it's close to rain.
Well,
But
I like
and
the
it's
I
not
like
ha- it's not
I like
hail.
the smell of fresh rain.
Fresh is in the word. Fresh.
Snow.
No, not fresh
Fresh.
snow.
I don't know.
Fresh air.
Fresh air.
Yeah, don't you like to smell the air after a rain?
Oh.
Isn't that in a song or something?
All right.
Number one.
Like no, that's in a church song, like a fragrance after the rain or something.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, fresh air.
Okay, fresh air.
All right, so, all right, you guys, give me give the rest of the top 10. You got fresh air, fresh ground coffee, bacon, rain, gasoline, and melted chocolate.
Melted chocolate.
But vanilla is on the list.
Vanilla. Okay.
Barbecue. Now, you live in the country, but I can walk out my house sometimes and you can smell somebody barbecuing.
Oh, yeah.
somewhere, and I'm thinking, that smells pretty
barbecue
good.
smells good.
Fresh cut grass is it on?
Fresh cut grass is
Fresh
number
cut
10,
grass.
right?
That's good.
That's right.
Oh, a fresh cut open watermelon smells good.
Does it have a smell at all?
Yeah,
it smells
shoot,
Smells
yeah.
like watermelon.
Smells like watermelon.
Okay, well, I didn't know how to smell.
Which, by the way, is very similar to the smell of fresh cut grass.
Is
Yeah,
it?
that's
Yes,
true.
it is.
Wow.
To me, it is.
Well, to round out the top 10, they had campfire in here. Now, you like the smell of a campfire?
While it's going on, but then when it's on your clothes afterwards,
Yeah,
it's not.
When you're in the car later on.
Yeah.
But here's the one that I like, and it was number 12, is popcorn. You know,
Yeah.
I can walk in the office sometimes and somebody has somewhere there's some popcorn.
Yeah.
You know, you might be at the other end of the hall. And when I go to the movies, that's the smell I want to smell.
Yeah.
Popcorn. So those are the top 10. You guys did great today on that top 10 list.
Yeah.
Good. But we got to have a winner, Jeff.
You do.
This show is all about having winners. And let me tell you, we got a 12-sided dice over there. John, we're going to have to go to a 20-sided dice. Because we need more quality.
Just put 2 in there and add them up.
And have 24. Yeah, I didn't think about that. So you're using, let me tell them who it is here.
Yeah.
Number 1 is Gloria Keener. Number 2 is Willard Chapman. Number 3 is Michael Garvin. Number 4 is Sarah Smith. Number 5 is Tony Dick. Number 6 is Vicki Garner. Number 7 is Kendra Fleeman. Number 8 is John Griffin. Number 9 is Jeanette Yates. Number 10 is Kathy James. Number 11 is Tim Smith. And number 12 is Sue Lopp. Did you get anything different?
No, you got it just right.
All right.
You got it just right.
So Jeff, you have won. John got a couple answers, but you got 3 right of all of those. So you get to roll the dice.
I'm gonna roll it. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, how about that? It is a 10.
Are you serious?
It's a 10.
Who's number 10? No, I don't have
Kathy James.
Kathy James is number 10. Kathy, guess what you won? You won
Kathy
a gift card
James is a number 10.
to Quik Mart convenience stores. It says the word Quik Mart convenience stores on it, and it has a little shell emblem right at the top, a gift card and 25 in the corner there. That's how much this card is worth, and it spends just like cash inside the Quik Mart store. And I would recommend, if you're inside the store, to get yourself a fresh cup of coffee and maybe
I'm gonna
my
try
favorite, a tenderloin biscuit with egg and pepper jack cheese.
I'm hungry this
One
morning,
slice
too.
of pepper jack cheese.
Hey, listen, we're going to have to, I thought of something.
Yeah.
Since, when you first started doing this, you would bring us breakfast.
Well, we're on this weight loss thing,
So-
and I'm thinking nobody's going to eat nothing.
Well, that's not true.
You can always weigh before you eat.
That's not true. So somehow or another, we need to reinstate the breakfast from Quik Mart on
Next
Thursdays.
week, we got it. Next week, you got it. No, I'm not going to be here next week. I have to be the week after next.
Oh,
John, you're going to have
wait.
to run the show next week.
That's wait.
You're going to be here with Kevin. Kevin will be here.
Okay.
And
Oh, yeah. We will wing it.
tell me our winner again.
Kathy James.
Kathy James. I need to
Kathy
write her name
James
down.
is our winner today for the $25.
Kathy, I might
gift
misspell your
card.
name. I'm doing it with a K. You may be C, but I'll put a KC.
I think I did K as well.
I didn't weigh in. Where's the scales?
It's over there.
I'm curious.
All right, I put them both on there. So, Kathy, if you see your name spelled like that, you know why.
But that's a pretty good gift. That's a pretty
Yeah.
good win. $25 from
Yeah,
Quik
for a
Mart.
Thursday morning, wake up and win $25 to Quik Mart. That's awesome.
Not
John,
bad
how
at
much
all.
did you weigh?
247.8.
Oh, you're going down, bro.
Shot.
Did you go down?
Yeah, he was like 250 last week,
All right, good for you, buddy. I went down a pound.
and I went up a pound.
He went up a pound.
So
And
there you go.
when Kevin gets back, he'll be up about 10 pounds.
Yeah. Well, if I worked at Quik Mart, I'd go up 2 pounds a day.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. I just about took a picture and sent it to you guys of what was on the table yesterday. It's unbelievable. And then our breakfast was yesterday morning too. And it's almost time to go, guys.
It is.
I'm glad that you guys were here today. And Kevin, I hope you're having fun wherever you're at. So,
Well, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. You have been with us here on the Quik Mart Hour, and Keith Durham, of course, Big John is in, and John, you got stuff going on at the car lot all day, don't you?
Man, I do.
All day long. And I got to go get up and go do the real job as well. We appreciate you folks tuning in with us.
I'm going to Alabama today if you want to ride.
You going to Alabama?
Yeah.
Drop him off down there.
You
I love Alabama. I'm just making fun.
Oh, I know, but I'm really going if you want me to go.
Miss Jimmy Ann, she's an Alabama fan.
Is she?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she cries if Alabama loses.
Are you serious? Come on, Jimmy.
Listen, if I cried every time Tennessee lost, there would.
Oh, I'm out of tears for that. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm out of tears. So yeah.
They ran out in the early.
I'm
2000s.
still for them though. I'm still a Vol fan.
And for the Braves, my tears ran out for the Braves.
Oh my gosh, how many times? How many times? But hey, I just never did cry for the Titans at all.
I didn't either. I was not an Eddie George fan early on,
Yeah.
and so.
Yeah.
But I like Freddie Freeman, and how, I just lose confidence in a team that would let Freddie go.
Yeah, I don't understand that either, but they did. Anyway, we got to go, boys. See you next time.
See you.
Morning Fox's Alex Hogan's there.
Black smoke.
People continuing to gather behind me in the square as we approach